Good afternoon, everyone. It's a glorious Friday afternoon. I'm Johanna Miller at the Vermont Natural Resources Council, joined by my friend and colleague Lauren Hierl, the Vermont Conservation Voters. We're bringing you a quick update on some really great news and one request for one last big push forward with your help. So on Wednesday, the Vermont House voted overwhelmingly 102 to 45 to move forward the Global Warming Solutions Act. We've told you a lot about this bill. It's an accountability framework that takes our long-standing climate goals and turns them into requirements, thereby doing what we need to do, our part on the climate crisis. Also, having the opportunity to realize all the public health, economic development, equity benefits, and resilience creating benefits of actually tackling this challenge and not continuing to kick the can down the road. I've been thinking about my friends and family on the West Coast who are literally under siege from the wildfires that are causing the evacuation of 500,000 people, almost the entire population of the state of Vermont out of the state of Oregon. We have a crisis on our hands. We're dealing with the pandemic in this moment, but we have an opportunity and an obligation to pivot out of the COVID-19 pandemic, rebuild and recover in a way that responds to the climate crisis that we're in and takes advantage of the economic development, equity creating opportunities. This bill does that. We need your help to move it over the line. Tell us a little bit more, Lauren.
Yeah, so we were so excited to see the incredibly strong vote out of the House. This was representatives from all corners of the state voting for this bill, recognizing both the urgency of acting, the obligation of acting, and the economic opportunity and the importance of building resilience. So that was great to see. So the bill headed out of the House and is already in the hands of Governor Scott. So right now it's going to be up to Governor Scott whether he decides to sign the bill into law. He could let the bill go into law without his signature, or he could veto it and send it back to the legislature. So we are at a moment, we could not be where we are today without so many Vermonters making their voices heard on this bill. So we have a couple more minutes left where we need you. Calling the governor and urging him to sign this bill, to make this law so we can get to work doing the work that Joey was describing, coming out of this crisis in a way that's going to make us more economically resilient and stronger. You call the governor at 802-828-3333. We'll put the number in the message here for you. Give him a call, leave a message for him, let him know that you're paying attention and you want this bill to become law. If you are also able, it is wonderful to check how your legislator voted and thank them if they voted for this bill. If they didn't, let them know how you feel about that too. But we were so excited to see the strong vote. We need 100 votes to overturn a veto in the House and 20 votes in the Senate. So there's a real shot that we could do that if the governor does choose to veto it. But at this moment, we hope he doesn't. We hope he signs it into law, and so that we can all just get to work focusing on what we need to do on the climate crisis. So please take that moment to take that action. Call the governor, thank your representatives. And we're almost over the finish line. We hope to be coming back to you soon with this bill in law and talking to you about how we can roll up our sleeves and get to work doing our part on climate and making Vermont better for it. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all you've done to get us to this exciting moment and opportunity. And stay tuned and keep following Act on Climate VT. We'll talk to you next week.